Hi everyone, TRGT here and welcome to the channel. The title of the video should already give you guys a little hint about this subject that we will be discussing, and I think most of you guys already know what it is. But first, let's start with all of the things that make Battle for Azeroth great. I've got to say guys, I'm in love with the new expansion. I feel 15 again and I'm almost going back in time to when I was addicted to WoW. No, at this point in my life, I just can't be addicted anymore, because I have matured and I can, like an adult, put WoW on hold whenever I want to. Okay, never mind. That's a complete lie. I can't stop playing WoW and I think I have played at least 70 hours since the launch of the new expansion. But it's called dedication and not addiction, right? Okay, let's get into the video. Personally, I think Battle for Azeroth has surprised a lot of people, including myself. All the quote-unquote haters were calling BFA WoW version 2.0. Well, I'm glad Blizzard proved them wrong. However, BFA is a 2.0 version of another expansion, and that's Legion. And the positive thing is that they tried to take everything that's good from Legion and use that as the foundation for BFA. I think Battle for Azeroth has great storytelling through questing. The Horde continent has at least one amazing leveling zone. The Alliance one also have one that stands out from the other three. You guys know which zones I'm talking about. So yeah, the leveling experience was overall great, although my Hunter alt leveled 2 times faster than my Warlock main, and I have no idea why. I sometimes got the feeling that the experience gain from War mode didn't really work at launch, because on my Warlock I literally had to do and complete all of the quests in all of the zones, and with my Hunter I only needed to do the main story quest, and I reached level 120 super efficient, with of course autopilot, which I also used on the Warlock. Don't know what autopilot is? Go ahead and install it, the add-on is amazing. When I was finished on the Hunter, I still had a ton of quests left. But hey, that's for another video. Right, the leveling was great, although it seemed like reaching level 120 for the first time was super slow. The cinematic cutscenes were amazing. Damn, I love Blizzard, they're the king of making cool ass looking cinematics. Definitely looking forward to more of those. So yes, overall the leveling was a pleasant experience, although for me personally, it's just something that I have to go through to begin with the endgame content, so I can start with character progression, which is what I love doing the most. Currently, at level 120, we can do a good amount of content. You can do PvP. I haven't played PvP in quite a while, so I can't really go into too much detail on that one, but what I can say is that Blizzard nailed it with War mode. It's actually a lot of fun, and it inspires people to group up and work together to get your world quests done, even more so when you're doing world quests on the other more hostile continent, which is great. In my eyes, Blizzard succeeded in bringing back world PvP to the game. Talking about world quests and reputation. Yes, grinding reputation is important in BFA, and I'm okay with it, although I do get bored with doing world quests pretty fast. Next we can progress into the war campaign, which is sort of gated content. I think it does give you a sense of progression and it gives more purpose to us doing world quests. Next are the island expeditions. This is a very hard one. I have asked a lot of people what their opinion was on island expeditions, and their answers were pretty straightforward. People either loved them or hated them. I have friends and guildies who are super enthusiastic about the new island expeditions, and other friends and guildies who don't like it at all and are only doing it because it's something they have to do every week, and once they're done, they're not doing another single island expedition for that week. Personally, I'm a big fan of the new island expeditions, especially the PvP ones. I have done the heroic and mythic ones, and this is going to sound strange, but I found out that the PvP ones are easier than the mythic ones. Blizzard's AI is pretty strong and efficient in mythic. I do feel like this is something Blizzard can also turn into an esports bracket, like the Mythic Plus dungeons. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how island expeditions will evolve when we get further into the expansion. We also have 10 new dungeons, of which 2 are mythic only. My favorite is by far King's Rest, simply because of the amazing art style within the dungeon. I have done all mythic dungeons, and in terms of difficulty, I would say they're okay, but nothing is insanely hard. Most of the time, it's the trash that will wipe you instead of the boss itself. For now, they remain quite easy, but I'm really looking forward to those future Mythic Pluses, and I hope that they will be very challenging. And yes, of course, I'm also looking forward to the new LD raid. Right, so we have covered most of the features that make Battle for Azeroth a great expansion, except for the Azerite gear, which, in my opinion, turned out to be kind of a flop. I'm not bashing on Blizzard, and I've spoken to a lot of people, and most of them do share my opinion. The content is amazing, war mode succeeded, the zone's art style and graphics are on point, I love island expeditions, and the new dungeons look amazing. But having Azerite gear with lackluster traits really influences how I feel about BFA's class design. From all of the traits, there's nothing really mind-blowing, and for the most part, they're a bunch of passive, damaging, defensive, or utility buffs. Even the mythic tier 4 ones don't change anything in terms of playstyle, which personally for me leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Legion was pretty solid when it came down to class design, and this is something I'm really missing. For example, grinding out artifact power in Legion to put into your artifact weapon so you could finally get that super important trait was a great feeling. And in BFA, I'm not feeling anything when I'm looking at the Azerite traits. Ever since I've been able to play the beta, I've said in almost every video that the class design is not very good in BFA, and that these so-called Azerite traits don't really contribute anything to the gameplay. I can remember back then a lot of people thought that Blizzard would still come up with some interesting traits, but no. Although my guess is that Blizzard is aware that the Azerite gear and traits are currently not a success, and that they're fully aware of this issue, and I'm pretty sure that they are already looking for a solution to fix this problem in patch 8.1. Keep in mind that I'm not hating on Battle for Azeroth, and if Blizzard is able to fix the Azerite gear, I'm pretty sure that BFA will become a very good and memorable expansion, even more so when they, like Legion, release content at a steady pace. So there you have it, guys, my opinion on why I find BFA a great expansion, besides that one issue, which I hope they will fix soon. And that is again all for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are about the new expansion. Do you agree with me? I would like to know your opinion. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel for more WoW content. For those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, be sure to click on the bell icon and join the notification squad. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.